Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick look here again at ICP, double checking some important factors here. We have a bearish pennant pattern here forming. Not the greatest pattern. Of course, this doesn't mean it's just going to break down, but if we don't break this ascending trend line to the downside, effectively, get above this descending trend rather, then we may not have a leg to stand on. So this range-bound activity has been very interesting. It's giving us a lot of volume at this 1220 range, but generally speaking, if we don't, we kind of gotta make a break for it or nothing at all, right? So ICP is kind of on the edge of, I wouldn't say disaster, but it's either on the edge of greatness or disaster. Maybe that's a better way to describe it. Okay, we're still below this long-term descending trend line, but the short-term trend line here I think is important to get above. Anyway, just some kind of things we're going to focus on and talk about. If you're new to the channel though, welcome aboard. Like, subscribe, follow if you haven't already. I got a trading academy too as well if you're curious. CryptoCache.tech is a site linked down below. Look at this here. This is how magical the whales are. They come down to sweep that lower level liquidation that we talked about yesterday, being an important factor. They swept it, price turns around, Bob's your uncle as if it never happened. And a bunch of people with high leverage longs got destroyed. That's why we use low leverage, low position size so we can average into our position and effectively not over leverage ourselves, right? So if you keep getting destroyed by high leverage and you're following the wrong person online, I would not recommend doing that. It is not a good call. Again, it doesn't matter who you follow really, because at the end of the day, you got to take ownership for your own trades, right? But if your risk tolerance is 50 to 100x leverage, you've got another thing coming, okay? You're basically going to be, washed out within the next few months if you even make it that long. Low leverage, low position size, folks, I know it seems crazy because you're not making as much as the next guy, but you're technically making a lot more in the long run because you're not giving all your money back to the market. Okay, so again, just some things to kind of think about. We have low leverage, low position size trades. For example, just to give you a quick heads up, RDNT, we took this trade 20 days ago, 67% profit in 20 days. That's a 5x leverage trade, folks. Okay, it doesn't have to be 50 to 100x leverage. If it was, we would have got stopped out a long time ago. It wouldn't even be profit. Okay. All right. Anyways, also I want to clarify one thing too. People in the comments yesterday were mentioning, where's the prediction? Well, truth is, folks, the prediction is understanding what's happening in the charts, okay? Which is what I do, and I explain that quite thoroughly. So while we may not have like an anticipation or a specific direction, it doesn't mean that there's no prediction. The prediction is essentially understanding what's going to be happening next in an overall sense. So as I educate you here, I hope you understand that I may not always give you like a specific direction. Those are the people that try to fast forward to the end and get like the answer. Truth is the answer is interlaid within the entire thing, right? So if you are actually a true trader, you would understand and appreciate that. If you're not, then that's okay. It's it's not for everyone. And I wish you best of luck. Thank you so much again for those who can see the big picture and understand that. Anyways, what I want to get at here on the daily time frame is the larger picture here. We're still not out of the woods yet. We're still under 50 on the RSI. Stochastic's still swinging down. And until we see that shift in momentum occur, at least, we are probably going to recognize the price is going to stay where it's at. In other words, just because the MACD or the stochastic RSI swings up doesn't mean it just shifts in momentum. It's basically just giving us an indication that the momentum has shifted. It's more of a past tense than a future tense. So in this case here, we don't have that until we break free from this 1250 range. Me personally, unless we close above 1250, I'm not going to be bullish on this coin. Okay, same thing here with MACD. We got a little FU there, if you will. The price action bounced, but it's still not fully formed. Okay? That having said, we can see there's a moderate amount of volume coming in here, so that's actually good. Our money flow index is kind of high. Not high here on the charts, but it's high in the regard of bouncing off that low level. In other words, the price came all the way down to sweep that lower level liquidation. Of course, people are going to snatch up that nice, good average to low price, right? That's generally what happened. So now we can see the RSI broke past 50. That's a fantastic sign. MACD converging and stochastic swinging up. These are all very positive signs here, leading me to believe that we should be able to break free from this descending trend line and invalidate this bear pendant pattern. Okay, so I think that we're on the right track. We just, in a perfect world, need to close sometime today at 1240 or higher, preferably, or in the next 24 hours, right where we're at or higher, 1225. Because again, being above that 0.236 fib level is important. We can see a lot of rejections here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now this is the 9th attempt to try to get above that resistance level. Okay. So again, the more often you test something, the more likely it is to break. So we could actually have a circumstance here where the price is going to continue further up. It's just a little early and premature because this 4-hour candlestick hasn't closed yet. If we take a look at the hourly though, let's confirm this here as well because the cloud is an important factor. This reaffirms that resistance with this descending trend line and also this little level here we need to close above. So it is extremely paramount that ICP closes at this 1230 or higher point sometime today. Okay, so again, keep in mind, just because the price comes up here doesn't mean it's going to be all sunshine and rainbows. It's not instant gravy. We got to recognize that there's a lot of times a bullish backtest that'll occur. So hypothetically, price comes up. In most cases, it doesn't just continue up without looking. Okay, it'll oftentimes come up to reject off of the most recent resistance, which is the most recent high, come back down to test this here and or the cloud and continue further up. So in a perfect world, 24 hours from now or 12 to 24 hours from now, we see the price retest this 1225 mark after breaking free from this descending trend. That's what we're looking for. Because again, I teach this a lot, and you can search for it too. I have an Ichimoku Cloud video on how to use it effectively, and the best way to use it is to ensure that you have a candlestick closure at least 3 or 4 hours above the cloud before you take a trade with confirmation. And that's not just part of it. I mean, that is part of it, rather. That's not all of it. What is part of it here is the lagging span, which is free and clear of the price action now, and the conversion lines above the baseline giving us good momentum. So we basically have 2 out of 3 reasons to consider a long position. I would just say exercise caution leading into this descending trend line. We've seen what it's done here so far, continues to reject, and at this point, we need to honor that and respect that until it breaks. Okay, so that's kind of my thoughts there. And I know it's like, why get in at 12:30 when I can get in right now at 12:28? That's fine. I get the consideration, but that's how gamblers think, right? You want to wait for confirmation. Treat this like a business, and you'll get those kind of returns. All right. Been doing this for 20 years. It feels like 30 years, honestly, just how long I've been trading for. And again, majority of my trading was traditional markets, and I learned a very good conservative trading style. So that's just, it seems to work very well in crypto. But again, if you like those people that are 50 to 100x leverage and they're playing their techno music with their sunshine, everything is all sunshine and rainbows, everything's going to the moon, then maybe you should follow them. I'm probably not going to be a good fit for you. But I just like to be realistic and keep things fairly legitimate in a space that is almost exactly not, right? All right, that's all we got here. Help me grow my Twitter, Telegram, Discord. I've got YouTube Shorts and TikTok Shorts now. That's kind of a newer feature. People are appreciating that. Check that out and let me know your thoughts. Pick your poison, though. I've got every opportunity to be able to help keep you abreast in this crazy market. Hope you all have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks again for your time. Take care.